On this week's show, Erik Jager coming to tread and new post-meal walk classes.
Plus, Peloton's new paid influencer program, a lifetime distance feature has been added, and much, much more.
Welcome to Pelo Buddy TV, a show for the Peloton community by the Peloton community. Here are your hosts, Amanda Siegel and John Pruitt.
Welcome to episode 197 of Pelo Buddy TV, a show for the Peloton community by the Peloton community. I am Amanda Siegel, and I am joined by my co-host, John Pruitt. Hey, Pru, how are you?
Hi. How are you, Amanda?
Good. I'm good. Yeah, all good. And just wanted to send a huge shout out and love to all our Floridians out there. Anybody that had been impacted by this heinous storm this past week. We just wanted to let you know that we are thinking of you. It looks like the east coast of Florida missed most of it. So just some of those up, on the panhandle and west coast of Florida. So yeah, crazy times, crazy weather, crazy stuff. Hey,
I know. I saw a few posts on the official Peloton member page on Facebook of people. I saw a picture. Someone posted a picture of their Peloton bike on two chairs.
Oh,
in case the flooding sets in. So Godspeed, everyone, especially in the Tampa, Sarasota, Siesta Keys area. Looks like they got hit pretty hard.
Correct. And they got hit. They got slammed twice. I mean, Helene and then this. And yeah, I have a lovely friend, Christina, Chrissy. I think she's Chrissy RN RN Chrissy on the leaderboard, who is just devastated. Her bike was trashed. In the first one. So sending love to everybody. We're all one here and we feel it for everybody. So I wanted to send everybody love. All right, John, we have lots to talk about this week. So before we get started with the news, we'd like to remind you how you can keep up to date with all of our content across all of our platforms. Every episode is released on our YouTube channel. Just hit the subscribe button in the bottom right-hand side of this video and hit the notify button so that you never miss an episode.
Yes, and we are on all podcast platforms. So if you want to listen to us on the go, just look for us there under Pelo Buddy TV.
Yep. And of course, we are on all social media. So you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, X. Just search Pelo Buddy and follow us so that you never miss anything. And now, folks, for the latest news, let's get on with the show.
First, let's do a rundown of the latest Pelo news.
All right. So the big news this week is that German instructor Erik Jager will begin teaching tread running classes starting this coming week, October 15th. His first tread-based program called Program Your Week with Erik will be a 7-day series that showcases his personal training regime or regimen, combining speed, endurance, and running workouts. The program is designed for all levels, from beginners to advanced runners. So he encourages everybody to join. The reveal video that Peloton Studios shared was really cute. They used footage of the back of somebody in a hard hat, a construction hard hat, and a worker's vest, compiling an email being sent out to all of Peloton members after Erik had been spied on the tread in the tread studio. And of course, it turns out that the spy was Erik himself. And, he's just such a comedian as it is. So it was kind of fun to get him to see, kind of him acting in that role. But yeah, really excited for him and excited for, a German community. We lost Tobias Hines on the tread a couple months ago. So It's a nice welcome to have
nice
Erik on there. Yeah. And Erik's expansion into running kind of aligns with Peloton's efforts to diversify its instructors across different fitness modalities. So additionally, Irene Kaimeyer and Cliff Dwenger will release new German language split strength programs. This will happen on October the 25th, allowing members to focus on individual muscle groups and track their progress also over several weeks. So some fun things coming to the platform for our German-speaking community.
So do we think at this point Erik's only going to teach classes in German on the tread? Do we think there might be?
I think that that's the goal. I probably he sprinkles in a couple English bike classes every now and again. I assume the same would happen with the tread. But from my understanding, it's German. It's German. Hey, we run with Jeffrey. We run with Marcel. So we'll just run with Erik.
They throw us a bone every now and then in those German classes and give us some English. So they know we're on. They know
exactly
we're taking it from the States.
Yeah.
Well, there are several highlights in the October workouts to watch email that Peloton recently sent out to members last week. So first up, there is Discover Strength. It says join Jocelyn Thompson Rule for an empowering strength program designed to enhance your mobility and form. Get tailored guidance perfect for advanced beginners. That starts on October 18th. And then next up, achieve your 26.2 challenge. Want to get in the marathon spirit? Mark your calendars for the launch of Peloton's newest challenge where you'll earn your own medal for running or walking 26.2 miles from October 26th to November 3rd. And then it's that time of year for the spooky season of Halloween. So get in the Halloween spirit. Join us for Halloween celebration with your favorite instructors. If you dare, put on your costume and prepare to sweat in our new live classes kicking off on October 26th. And I did peep the live class schedule, and there are several live Halloween themed classes all happening on October 26th, which is Saturday. So kicking off that morning at 7:30 a.m. is Alex Karwoski's Halloween Row, followed by a DT's Halloween Yoga at 9:30 a.m. Then Bex has a Halloween Run at 10 a.m. Maddie has his Halloween walk. This one's in the afternoon. It's at 2:30 in the afternoon on the 26th.
That's his new time slot on a Saturday.
On Saturday. That's kind of late on the weekend. Jess King has a Halloween Run the following day on Sunday the 27th at 2 p.m. And also Andy Spear has previously mentioned that he will have a Halloween-themed TS60. I don't know if it'll be labeled Halloween TS60, but you can guarantee that he'll be in some sort of costume character. Like last year, I think he was last year the zombie one? I think.
I don't remember.
I think it was the zombie one where he let out a fart during the.
Oh my goodness! Oh my word! Oh, that is hysterical.
Yeah, he said he had like beans the night before, and he was gassy.
Oh.
He just rolled with it, though. It was hilarious. I think Tesla Poppy was in that class. And
that is too funny.
He had like a funny, I don't know, like turkey hat on or something. And as soon as Andy let it go, you see him like look up and sort of laugh in the background of the studio. So hopefully, nothing from Matt Wilpers. I was kind of bummed to not see him. He hasn't done a Halloween class in
a while.
A few years now.
He's very busy running marathons.
He usually does it in the character of one of the other Peloton instructors. So I was kind of bummed out to not see that.
I remember
he's done Dennis. He's done Olivia.
He's a married man now. He has to be a little bit more serious, maybe.
Come on.
Well, I am very excited, though, because I will be in Maddie's Halloween walk.
Nice.
I'm in the city that weekend, and I was able to get into that. And there's some fun things happening in that class. I'm not going to give away any secrets.
Are you going to dress up?
Not giving away any secrets.
You're not? Okay.
You'll have to wait till after.
All right. Well,
I think the magic makers will kill me.
Next up in the October workouts email to watch, it mentions the Split Plus programs. a new class style that begins with strength training and ends with cardio. It says join Ben, Olivia, Katie for a 4-day strength splits and customized cardio on the bike, tread, or the row. And then lastly, celebrate UK Black History Month. In celebration of UK Black History Month, we're honoring the music that embodies the living history of the international Black community. There's some special classes throughout October. There's a 30-minute, and couple of these have already occurred. So we got a 30-minute oldies but goodies run with John Hosking on October 8th.
That's fantastic.
We got a 20-minute Black Around the World run with Jocelyn on October 6th. So those are already in the library for you to take if you haven't already. And then coming up, we've got a 20-minute Black History Month full body strength with JJ on October 24th. And there's also several others in the collection from 2023 and 2022 if you want to go back the previous years.
Yeah, and I saw the studio did some nice, there was kind of a nice event that I saw on social media with some goodies and sweets and stuff that folks potentially could have been a part of. So that was nice to see. In this week at Peloton, there is several new class offerings. First up are the new, as I mentioned in the intro, these new post-meal walks. So these are new class types focused on improving digestion through walking. So the first set of these on-demand classes became available on Friday, October the 11th, and are taught by Kirsten Ferguson, Justin Thompson-Rule, and Maddie Majacomo. So definitely look out for those. They should have dropped on demand, as I said, on Friday. Next up are the weekly Pilates classes with Rebecca Kennedy, which started on October the 7th. Rebecca leads a 30-minute live intermediate Pilates class with weekly sessions continuing on. In celebration of Coldplay's new album, Moon Music, some new on-demand classes were released on October the 9th. They featured Bradley Rose, Milo Wiedekan, and Rebecca Kennedy. I did take Rebecca's 10-minute stretch, and it was beautiful. Really, really awesome class. And lastly, a live 45-minute My Mixtape ride with Jen Sherman that took place this morning, October the 13th at 10 a.m. So that's what we got to see this week at Peloton.
I know we're recording before then, obviously, so I'm just curious. I'm thinking now, what theme is she going with for the My Mixtape that happened this morning? A lot of times she never even mentions ahead of time on social.
She loves those. Those are definitely one of her greater, she loves those in her yacht rock.
We need the football rides, though. We need that.
Do you think she's going to bring them back?
To come back. She didn't do it last year, so I don't know.
I'll put a bag in her ear. I'll find out.
I know she's got that Eagles Peloton-themed green football jersey. I know she's dying to throw that on again. So, find out the lowdown there.
Find out the scoop. The scoop.
Well, we have a Peloton quietly unveiled one of its newest marketing efforts called the Peloton Ambassador Program last month. The program appears to be Peloton's entry into the world of paid influencer marketing, which if you're on TikTok, you'll see that a lot where, when you're scrolling through your feed, you'll see a lot of their like influencer ads where someone's like showing a product and using it or eating, if it's food or cologne. And then there's a little shop link. I mean, I bought tons of stuff on TikTok Shop through that. So, it can be pretty effective there. But it's an area Peloton's chief marketing officer had recently said Peloton would be exploring. So the participants, known as creator ambassadors, were chosen by Peloton's team in partnership with third-party agency partners. So there was no public request or notice about this to sign up, or, that was put out for the program. So it's not like anybody could just, register for it. They specifically targeted these influencers who are, for the most part, are pretty young. They look like, early 20s, teenage, late teenagers. But the goal of this was likely to find influencers with a wide reach of people who might not already be on the Peloton platform or be as aware of it. So Peloton may have thought that, people already part of the platform have already, made their social circles aware of Peloton, and they're already members. They already have the hardware. So this went to a different group of people. So as such, it appears that some of these paid influencers who are now Peloton creator ambassadors are now just trying Peloton for the first time.
Yeah.
As part of the applying and being accepted to the program. So this is not the case with every member of the program. Some are longtime members, like Carrie Burke, who I've met at the studio, who's been a longtime Peloton member, has had her bike for years. She's been on the platform for a long time. She was part of this ambassador program, and she was at this event that they held last month for these folks. So one of the perks of the creator ambassador programs that some of the members are getting loans of Peloton equipment like the Bike Plus or Tread to use while they're part of the program. So to kick off the program, Peloton flew these ambassadors to New York at the end of September for what they called the Peloton Creator Summit, which saw the ambassadors receive a behind-the-scenes look at the studio and many other things. And they were also given rooms at the nearby Hyatt Hotel, thanks to Peloton's recent Hyatt partnership, which kicked off this year. And then part of that Peloton Creator Summit, it also involved a multi-hour session at Peloton headquarters, which is just a block away from PSNY. And this saw the ambassadors sit through presentations from several different teams at Peloton, from legal to marketing and more. And it was interesting. There was definitely some strong opinions. From
we had some
social media
salty
posts.
OGs. There definitely were some salty OGs. And, I'm glad we had the opportunity to kind of talk about it on the show because, I think what as you just have kind of narrated and spoke about, I understand now a little bit more what the purpose behind it was. It wasn't the John Pruitts, the moms of Peloton, those folks that are, very, as you say, have already established their social network. You've got everybody kind of watching.
Yeah, and those people that probably follow me for the most part have their bikes or have their treads and their equipment and are members.
Same with moms
awareness.
of Peloton. Yeah. Melissa and I chatted about it. And so I think that that's what you've just explained really is a good overview of what they're looking at doing. And they're trying to get it out there to a younger generation to get more people involved. They need new members. So, I think what would have maybe been nice is simultaneously to something like this, acknowledge those members that are OGs. And, look, me, I will always put you on a pedestal, but there is somebody like you or somebody like Chris who's done so much for the community that should be given some kind of accolade. I feel very strongly about that, which we don't see. We very rarely. Every now and again we'll get handed a bone, but beyond that, we're pretty much just there. So I think that's what we saw. Kind of was the chatter back and forth from everybody.
Yeah. I've seen. Personally, I've seen a lot of the ads, and they're just. I don't know. They're not really.
They're
my
not great.
Cup of tea.
I'm not a big TikToker, so
Yeah.
I don't. Unless I'm watching something you put on there or my kids put on there, I don't. Very rarely go on TikTok. But
it's funny because a lot of the ads have comments turned off because after watching them, I can see why, because they would probably get a barrage of negative feedback on them. But a lot of times, the ads just don't come off very authentic. It might be like this young girl saying how much she loves Peloton, and it shows her like going into a class, and sometimes she'll show her leaderboard name, and I'll look them up, and like there's like no workout history. So that just seemed disingenuous. So I made like a little snarky comment on one of those posts and said, oh, these are the people whose ads I always skip over on TikTok.
I know that Carrie got pretty defensive, and I get it, because I think she is a genuine Pelotoner.
Lumped into with the group of the other people.
Correct.
I just wish there was more diversity. It was just all like young millennials. Yeah. There really wasn't any diversity in age or it's just a bunch of young kids.
Right.
But obviously they have a very specific strategy. So
yeah, well, let's hope it works because, again, we're all for the greater good of Peloton. So let's hope that it works and that we end up seeing, some momentum and some new members join the platform. I mean, that's what we can only hope for. All right. Well, moving on, literally changing topics completely.
180. Yeah.
180. Peloton has introduced a highly requested total distance feature on the Bike Plus, Tread, and Tread Plus. So this feature allows users to see their lifetime miles ridden or run on the platform. The distance trends chart shows weekly, monthly, or yearly mileage, helping members track their progress over time. However, the feature is only available on the Peloton bikes and treads and not on the Row at this time, and can only be accessed on the tablets. So you are not able to see that information on the app or the website. You actually have to be on a tablet to get to see that. Yeah, I mean, I guess people have been requesting it. Interesting. I mean, I'm not a big one for that, so it didn't really, matter too much to me, but a feature that is now available. So check it out.
Well, there is a new Peloton AI chatbot being beta tested on the Peloton website currently. So it has been appearing intermittently for some folks who visit the Peloton blog. It begins by introducing itself as Peloton AI Beta, and it's available to answer questions about Peloton and also including to be able to provide class suggestions. So the chatbot also notes that the caveat is that it's AI powered. So they say, I may not always get things right. So depending on what devices you access it on, you may see the chatbot window in different places. So on a mobile device, it might appear at the top of the page, just below the Peloton, the output banner header, or the chatbot window displays Ask Me Anything. So it's designed to answer a range of questions. So you can ask it, for example, what are some of the most popular classes on the platform? And it will share a list of suggested classes. However, if you start to ask more like specific questions, it won't really
Confused.
give you an answer. It'll say like, I don't have that information, or it'll just give you kind of like a generalized boilerplate response. So yeah, it didn't return any expected results when you asked for a more specific subset. So like when asked what some recommended Broadway classes are, it returned just artist series classes, for example, rather than any of the actual featured Broadway series or more general Broadway classes. So I'm sure it's, they're working on it, but those things are just, it's hit or miss with those AI, chats. I even noticed they're on some Facebook pages of groups that I follow, that I'm a part of. They have like this AI chat feature now in some of them, which is kind of weird.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. Well, as folks know, each month Peloton has their running walking challenge. If you run or walk a certain amount of miles, you get a badge. There are 3 badges: gold, silver, and bronze. Up till recently, a member needed 40 miles to get the gold badge. This month, they have changed it to 50 miles. The silver, bronze miles haven't changed yet, only gold. But definitely look out for that. I guess they are seeing that people are, diligently working out and are putting in the mileage. So they've upped their game as far as that goes. And while they're upping that, they should probably up the workout minutes as well, because it is pretty insane when you go on there and you see how many minutes some folks have done. It is just mind-blowing to me.
Some folks live on the platform.
I mean, literally. But anyway, we just wanted to kind of share that with you guys.
Well, Peloton is about to launch a new cycling series called Real Routes, offering riders an immersive experience where instructors guide you through real-world rides throughout the class plan. So this feature begins with a class from professional cyclist and guest instructor Christian Vande Velde, with the first class scheduled to be released to the on-demand library on Wednesday, October 16th at midnight. So just next week. The first class, it will focus on the Col du Galiberent,
you don't have to worry about pronouncing that. That's way too hard.
The Col du Galiberent. There we go. Close enough. A famous section of the Tour de France.
Ah, okay.
The class recently appeared on the upcoming schedule as an encore and provided a little sneak peek at the class plan. The official description of it reads, "Join our professional cyclist as he brings his favorite outdoor routes to your indoor bike experience. Whether you're pedaling through local roads or navigating up famous terrain, this will be a workout you don't want to miss." So like Christian's pro cyclist rides, this class will be taught in a power zone format, with the bulk of the workout alternating between 1 minute of zone 5 and 4 minutes of zone 4, followed by 2 minutes of zone 3 and 2 minutes of zone 5, concluding with an extended 5-minute cool down. So not unlike, note that unlike Peloton's scenic content, this class is not limited to hardware device owners. So it's just simply a class format in which the coach teaches from the studio like a normal class and talks the riders through the experience of that specific route. So for longtime Peloton members, this style might feel a little familiar, and that's because Christian, who returned to Peloton as a guest instructor earlier this year, had previously hosted classes in which he talked riders through real routes he had raced or ridden on previously. So the upcoming class with Christian, it was recorded back in May, but it is now just being released to Peloton's on-demand library, as I said, on the 16th of next week. So it's currently unclear how often Christian will teach this class type and whether it'll expand to other instructors, so stay tuned.
Nice, exciting. All right, good stuff. Well, this one's kind of fun. The Peloton has launched a series of Playdate classes in partnership with Lululemon and in celebration of World Mental Health Day, which was just this past Thursday, October the 10th. These classes are designed to emphasize the joy of movement and stress management through play-inspired activities. The classes feature unique equipment such as hula hoops and jump ropes and are filmed outdoors. There are 6 classes across different modalities, including stretching, yoga, bar, and cardio. There is a very fun 10-minute full body stretch with Adrian Williams and Matt Wilpers, which I have done, and it really is fun. They're hysterical together, and they kind of use each other's bodies and holding on, and it was just, it was a nice way to see how one can stretch with a buddy, and they're quite funny, the two of them together. Rebecca Kennedy has a 5-minute core strength, and she does use the hula hoop. I did do that class as well. Didn't have a hula hoop, but she does kind of go through how you can modify if you don't have a hula hoop. But that was also a really fun one. A 10-minute yoga flow with Chelsea Jackson Roberts, which was also a great fun, just easy, quick 10-minute yoga class. A 10-minute HIIT cardio with Adrian Williams, and a 5-minute bar with Ali Love. And then Bex Gentry has a 5-minute pre-run warm-up. Folks can earn a special Playdate badge for completing any of these classes, which are all available on demand. The Playdate collection really does just aim to highlight the importance of play for mood improvement and stress relief, blending it, together with fun and fitness. So it's just trying to make that, fitness regime a little bit more playful and fun, and especially, in times like today where there just doesn't seem to be anything positive out there. We kind of just want to just use our workouts to release some of that internal stress, and it's a nice way to be able to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely check out the Adrian Matt stretch.
Fun.
I always do 5-minute stretches, but I know I could do a longer form one would be good.
10 minutes is great.
Or a bike,
Yeah.
Well, we had some World Mental Health Day classes, most of which happened live this past Thursday morning, October 10th. We had the first thing in the morning at 6:30 a.m. We had a 20-minute row with Katie, then a 20-minute full body strength with Robin, a 20-minute run with Kirsten, and then there was a premiere of a 20-minute walk with Mila in German.
Nice. Chelsea Jackson Roberts did a 10-minute happiness meditation. It wasn't labeled for World Mental Health Day, but she definitely referenced it, and it was a beautiful meditation that I celebrated 2,500 meditations on. So I was a lot of meditations who needed it, believe you me. But it was. I wanted to kind of throw that in as well because it really was a beautiful meditation. All right. Well, this weekend, Peloton brought us Pride 365 classes in honor of National Coming Out Day, which was this past Friday, October the 11th, and Spirit Day, which is coming up. It's October the 17th. The classes were, just have a look here. It was Erik Jager, Jeffrey McKeechan, and Maddie, celebrating what it means to be authentically you in the LGBTQIA+ community. On Friday, Erik had a 30-minute Pride 365 ride in German, whilst Jeffrey premiered a 20-minute Pride 365 run as he was making his way to Chicago to run the marathon. On Saturday, Maddie had a 30-minute Pride 365 walk with members in the studio. So if you're looking for some community in the Pride community, those are some great classes to jump on.
Nice. And we got our first new shadow boxing class in more than 2 months. We got a new one from Rad, a 30-minute shadow boxing that happened on October 7th. And then we also got one, it's an older class, but it was just recently put out. It's dubbed in German. So I know they've been putting some random, like there's some Adrian Tread boot camps that are produced in German, that previously, happened. But this one in German with Rad, it's dated October 9th, and it's a 10-minute one. Now, I don't know if if it's going to be a regular occurrence, because I think Kendall was the main shadow boxing instructor for that format. So might be a couple more months until the next one.
Yeah, but maybe it's not completely dead, which will be good.
Maybe.
All right. Peloton has released the 4th week of the Discover Yoga collection. This week was led by Nikos Sarani, focusing on binds. The program is designed to teach members how to perform yoga binds, offering modifications for all levels. It's available under the collections area of the Peloton app and doesn't require members to opt into a program or earn badges. It really is just an opportunity for you to kind of advance your yoga practice and really understand the meaning behind these different moves. This particular week includes 5 classes. It starts off with a 15-minute foundations binds. Day 2 is a 20-minute standing binds. Day 3, balancing binds. Day 4, 15-minute seated binds. And then day 5 is a 30-minute binds flow. It breaks down foundational binds leading to a flow, combining the various postures that you kind of learned throughout the week. So, this program seems to be doing really well and has done great.
Nice. Well, the TCS New York City Marathon is just around the corner. It's happening Sunday, November 3rd. And there are a bunch of meet and greet events. So as part of the ongoing Peloton X NYRR partnership, which was announced last year, Peloton is sponsoring several different events that you can attend. Some are free to attend, some have a cost, but you can find the full list of them with more detail on Peloton's marathon events webpage, which we have linked in the article right up for the story on pelobuddy.com. But the first event will be at Peloton, will be a Peloton X New York Roadrunners Shakeout Run on Thursday, October 31st at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Peloton Studios announced the Shakeout Run on Insta, and you can join instructors Mariana Fernandez, Logan, Jeffrey McEachern, who's going to be in town, Erik Jager, in a fun shakeout run to calm your nerves before the big race. It's going to be a 5K. Tickets are limited to one per guest, and it is a cost. It's $35. And then Friday, November 1st and Saturday, November 2nd, Peloton instructors will be at the NYC Marathon Expo. There's going to be panel discussion as well as some meet and greet opportunities with different instructors. No registrations required for the event. You just swing by the NYC Marathon Expo at the corresponding time. And then on race day, November 3rd, from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you can meet up with your community at the Peloton Cheer Zone, which is at mile 19 of the route. So you can cheer on all your favorite Peloton members and instructors who are running the race, and you can celebrate their achievements alongside DJ John Michael, who I assume is going to be set up and playing music and DJing. And there will be some exclusive giveaways as well. And there's no reservation or sign up for this. You can just show up, yeah. And then the last event will be the Recovery Hub on Monday, November 4th. You can swing by PSNY between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. to recharge from the marathon. And the Recovery Hub is free, but it does require an RSVP to save your spot for using some recovery boots. So these are the Hyper Ice boots. If you've ever seen some of the instructors post in their stories, they're like compression boots on their legs and feet.
Yeah, they're very effective.
Yeah, some of them swear by them. They're booking time slots in basically 10-minute increments if you want to try that out.
Nice. Well, I will be there that weekend cheering on fellow runners, so I'm excited.
You're going to go to mile 19? Go to the DJ area?
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it. I'm trying to think
of New York City is mile 19? Is that like Brooklyn or somewhere?
I think it's Queens.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it may be Queens. I have a friend who has an apartment. I think it's mile 17. So I gotta check. But there are a couple of us going to be there. And talking about marathons, huge shout out to everybody who ran Chicago today. So Chicago Marathon was just this morning. And I don't remember all the instructors. I mean, I know Jeffrey ran for Red. I don't remember who else of the instructors ran. Do you know off the top of your head?
No,
who ran?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know this year who ran. I do know that Jeffrey ran.
I remember last year because it was during Peloton on tour.
Exactly.
And a lot of them went to the Lulu event.
Right. So anyway, huge shout out to those folks while we're on the topic of marathons. Hannah Corbin will be hosting an in-person meet and greet event at the Peloton retail store in Lone Tree, Colorado on Tuesday, October the 15th. So this coming Tuesday from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Folks will have the chance to meet Hannah, shop for Peloton apparel with a 15% discount, and take part in the photo opportunity. And if you want to get an autograph, I kind of like how they said that. The event is free, but registration is required. Folks must RSVP in advance and select one of 3 30-minute time slots for the events. So if you are in the Colorado area and you would like to say hi to Hannah, this is a great opportunity.
Nice. Well, there's some Amazon Prime Day deals to go over. So the Tread, the Bike, Bike Plus, and Guide are all featured in the sale at this time. The Row is not discounted at all, apparently. Discounts range mostly from 15 to 20% off Peloton's hardware. The Tread is available for $2,560.25, which is a 15% off the normal price, which is $29.95, so $435 savings. There is a slightly better discount than the 10% off discount, which happened during July's Prime Day sale, so a little better. The Bike Plus is receiving the biggest discount of the event, It's available for $2,000, which is a 20% off sale. This is roughly the same discount that it got during the summer Prime Day sale, incidentally. And then the original bike is also on sale during Amazon Prime Big Day deals for $1,228, 15% discount. And the discounts on the original Peloton bike were better this past summer when it was 30% off. It was just over $1,000 for it. So not as good as the summer sale. Finally, the guide is getting an additional discount. It's only $80.75.
They're giving it away. It's free with the purchase of a bike or tread.
It's $80. This is a 15% off discount off the regular $95 price. And then in addition to the hardware, many Peloton accessories are available for sale for 15% off during the sale as well.
Right. Well, Chris didn't throw it in here, but I will say that I guess there have been so many that maybe that's why. But the sale on apparel right now is awesome. It's 40% through this weekend. And it's a great time if you haven't bought and you're looking for some stuff. And pretty much everything is on sale.
I think it's been over a year since I bought Peloton apparel. Yeah.
Yeah. I like their solid. I'm like so tired of my stuff. I like their solid colors, which they're doing a lot more of now. Yeah. I must be honest. I just bought a huge bunch of stuff because that was a really, really good sale. So if you're looking to get your wardrobe stocked up, this is a great time. 40% off is awesome. All right. And then happy birthday to Kara Michelle. October 10th is a special day for me because it's the day I became a mom. I birthed my twins on October the 10th. So happy birthday to Kira this past Thursday. Wishing her a beautiful, special birthday. So a birthday wish there, just one for this past week. All right, John, let's go right into Instructor in the News. And I guess you're kicking it off.
Yeah, first up, some Christine D'Ercole news. So CDE, she is currently, or maybe she just wrapped up today on Sunday, racing in the World Championship in France this past week. Or I guess she's probably already done by now. But she has, at the time of recording, we know she has won at least one medal, which is in the team sprint. But we'll have more news to share on social media and probably next week's show once we have more updates from her on all her accomplishments there. So I'm sure she's earned some more medals by the time this episode airs.
Yeah, huge congrats to Christine. Amazing. And for those of you that are looking for that really, really, really long tread run, Beck's 120 minutes 2000s run from last Friday, the 4th, is in the on-demand library. So make sure that you catch that if you're looking for a really, really, really long run.
I was curious. I was trying to quickly look it up while you were still covering it. I was curious to see if she happened to play Mystical's Shake Your Ass.
Oh,
in there, because that's 2000s, and
I did look at the playlist, but I didn't see that. I didn't see that on there, but it is pretty extensive.
Recapping some other classes. So Rebecca Kennedy, she had her first Pilates class, which was a 30-minute intermediate this past Monday, October 7th, and that's going to be her weekly Pilates time slot, I believe, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. But her first one has already happened, so it's already in the library. If you missed it, go and take it.
All right. And Peloton's interactive fitness game Lane Break has been nominated for a Unity Award in the category of Best Embedded System Project. The Unity Award celebrates creativity, impact, and excellence in the gaming and technology industries. The winners will be announced during the 16th Annual Unity Awards on October the 24th via a live stream on YouTube and Twitch. Peloton employees shared the news on LinkedIn, expressing pride in the nomination, which marks a significant milestone for Peloton's gaming team. Lane Break initially launched on the platform back in 2022 on the bike and has since expanded to the tread as well. The nomination highlights Peloton's innovation in combining fitness and gaming, making workouts more engaging for members. Pretty awesome stuff. And we'll look out and let you know if they win.
Well, Mariana Fernandez was recently featured on runoutsideonline.com. The title of the article is Peloton's first bilingual instructor helps Latin runners feel seen. And she talked a lot about the inspiration that she got from running she credits her mother. And I took this little blurb because this part, resonated with me. She said, instead of like the dance mom, my mom was the mile mom who started taking us kids to races when I was 7 and always encouraged us to better our times while also cross-training us as swimmers. Fernandez says, I feel like I won the lottery having the mom I had because she really was my gateway into running by implementing into my upbringing, which I know is not the case for a lot of Latinos in the country.
Yes.
The positive reinforcement worked, and as Fernandez went on to run cross-country in high school and continued with it to stay in shape while studying theater in college, even running her first half marathon as a junior, and then cut to decades later, both Mariana and her mother, who is Maria Teresa, who's now 71, with a marathon PR of 3 hours and 10 minutes, are both still running and even completed the 2017 New York City Marathon together. So great read on her relationship with her mom there.
Yeah, it's amazing. Amazing accomplishment. And especially for the Latina community. I mean, it just gives it such a great platform, and her being available, to them is just amazing. Huge shout out to Mariana. All right, so Lena Samuela shared on Instagram that she will be starting, wait for it, a book club. The first book that will be shared is the first in a 3-part series, Fourth Wing, by Rebecca Yaros. The club will then read Iron Flame, which is book number 2, and will start the third, which hasn't yet been released, called Onyx Storm, when it comes out. So that's kind of the goal. She'll be hosting an IG Live on Friday, this coming Friday, the 18th, where she will be announcing the name of the book club. So she has asked folks, she's put in some question boxes in her IG stories and has asked folks to suggest names for the book club. So make sure you kind of look out for those so that you can give your 2 cents. And then on Friday in the IG Live, she'll share what she's decided to call it. But a fun way to get the community to do something different other than working their brains and reading.
Selena's Readers.
Right. Okay. Well, you'll have to come up with something a little bit more catchy than that.
I mean, she's such a nerd when it comes to this book series. Like, she's so into that. I just think it's funny because that's totally not my thing.
Yeah, no, I'm not a reader.
Well, I'm not into those like fantasy novels.
Oh, okay.
Like the Game of Thrones. I like the series on
but not
HBO,
to read it.
But not the novels, in which a lot of that is based on.
Yeah.
Well, Jess Sims announced a new brand partnership. She's partnering with Kachava, which is a leading plant-based superfood company known for their premium all-in-one nutrition shakes. Announced their partnership to bring flavor, fuel, and fun to consumers everywhere. She said on her Instagram post this past week announcing the partnership, she said, Kachava is so much more than just a protein shake. It has everything you need to fuel your body all in one glass. I drink Kachava because it's convenient, delicious, and I absolutely love how it makes me feel.
All right. And Maddie and Athlete Ally, an organization to ensure that everyone, regardless of sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression, has equal access and opportunity in sports, shared on IG that he will be hosting this year's Athlete Ally Action Awards on October the 17th. Nikki Hiltz, the trailblazing trans non-binary Olympian who took the Olympics and internet by storm this past summer in Paris, will be honored. R.K. Russell, the first out bisexual man in the NFL, an activist using his platform to inspire others, as well as the Tufts Athlete Ally chapter, the campus chapter with over 140 members and representation from every sport on campus. If you're interested in attending, tickets can actually be purchased at athleteally.org Action Awards. So if you'd like to be a supporter and get to see Maddie MC and be there, then definitely go ahead and book.
Cool. Well, Aditi Shah held an event on the Highline Walk in New York City. She posted this week some pictures and said, what a special morning, kicking off the week with a meditation at the Great Elephant Migration exhibit. In meatpacking, the elephants are crafted with so much detail and care and so lifelike. And I guess there's all these big elephant statues. It's like
they're
an
amazing
art installation, really cool and intricate.
Yeah, they're amazing. They actually have a similar exhibition in London running at the same time. But I have seen them. I haven't actually physically gone up to them, and I plan to do that the next time I'm in New York before they disappear. But it's a pretty awesome exhibition. All right, and across the pond, some of Peloton's UK team attended and presented an award at the Sporting Equals 2024 awards ceremony. Justin Thompson-Rule, Hannah Frankson, Sam Yo, and Jermaine Johnson were in attendance and shared some bits on their social media.
Cool. Well, some Tunde news. She is teaming up in the World Majors. So Abbott, the Abbott Company, is the title sponsor of the Abbott World Marathon Majors, which is a series of 6 of the largest and most renowned races in the world. So it's Tokyo, Boston, London, Berlin, Chicago, and New York. And this Team Abbott that they've created is made up of different runners from different backgrounds, age groups, abilities, and regions who know the importance of good health. And many have overcome their own health challenges to be where they are today. And proudly, team captain is Tunde. And so Team Abbott runners, they are aiming to foster a sense of community, encouragement. So along with her and a group of different runners who are part of this squad will be Abbott experts and ambassadors right alongside the event.
Nice. And last but certainly not least, Cody Rigsby was interviewed in the fun TikTok feature with Kate Max running across the Williamsburg Bridge, where he answered a bunch of questions. You can head over to Cody's IG to see the segment. It was really cute. He was. I don't picture Cody as a runner, and yet so many folks were like, okay, when are we going to see him on the tread? I think he said never. I think he said that many times, that he will never be on the tread.
He's been pretty adamant about,
but it was kind of fun to see, and he got to answer some fun questions. So if you want to go check that out, head over to Cody's.
Did you catch what one of his biggest reveals was in one of his responses? He said he's single now.
Oh, I did not even hear that.
Yeah, which a lot of folks had speculated that he
you know what? I listened to it a couple times. That's so funny. That totally went over my head. Did not hear him. I mean, we figured, right? We figured as much. We had said he'd been a little bit demure.
He just said, I'm single now. And I don't think it was just a quick, and then he quickly just started talking whatever. It wasn't like, oh, you're single, what happened? What happened? It was just, he just said that matter-of-factly. So.
Yeah. I mean, we speculated that, right? The last couple weeks, we said he'd been a little bit more demure and not quite as himself. So hopefully we'll get Cody back. We'll get the fun Cody back. All right, folks. Well, we are going to move right into class picks of the week. First up, we have Camila Rahman. She had her 30-minute Selena ride, which was in Spanish on October the 3rd. This one came to us from Claudia Selena Bombom. They said this entire series was great. Then we had Bex Gentry's 120-minute 2000s run. It came to us, that was on the October the 4th, as we spoke about. This one came to us from Patrick 707 and Carlene Runs. They said, great long run. We need more. And Ali Love's 5-minute Playdate bar. It was also on the 4th. Love Squad Peloton threw this one out to us. They said, great, cute class, even if it was only 5 minutes, and you get 2 badges.
So Adrian and Matt's 10-minute Playdate full body stretch from October 4th. Cat Ride 77 said, great 2-for-1 class from Adrian and Matt. And then Alex's 30-minute hit run from October 4th. Jenny G NYC 2MIA said, these hit runs are great workouts. And then Bradley's 20-minute medal ride from October 4th. Tom Dispin, Amajar 3, Megs MP77 said, while I miss Kendall's medal rides, it's great to see Bradley doing some of them now.
Awesome. And then Matt Wilpers gave us a 45-minute intervals run, also on the 4th. This one came to us from Allbiz Liz and Nat M. Mann. They said, love a feisty 5 workout. His 45, must be 45 workout, a feisty 45 workout. His coaching gave me the confidence to take on the Chicago Marathon. And then Cody Rixby's 30-minute hit and heels ride. Also from the 4th of October, this one came to us from Kitty Cat 19. They said, great energy from the studio and a great ride. And then Leanne Hainsby's 30-minute body appreciation ride. This one was on the 6th of October. Came to us from Susses 74. They said, important and great message from Leanne in this.
And Jess Sim's Sim 60 Tread Bootcamp from October 6th. Travis Clark, 24, said, tough but good workout as always. And then Kirsten Ferguson's 60-minute intention-setting walk from October 6th. Rachel Spins, 24, said, very, very inspirational, but still a very tough walk. And then Jen Sherman's 45-minute 80s ride from October 6th. Rachel Spins, 24, said, so much fun. It almost felt like an epic sing-along ride. And then you got the next.
Yeah, then we got Andy Spear. Andy Spear gave us a 60-minute total strength, also from the 6th. This one came to us from Tabata Be Hitting Me and Just Shields. They said, excellent workout, good hypotherapy style class, like density training. I missed one. Jen Sherman.
No, I got that one.
Oh, you did say that one? Oh,
the
sorry,
80s, right?
Missed that one. Yeah. Marcel Dinkins' 30-minute intervals run from the 6th came to us from Fresh Simba. They said perfect amount of intervals. And then Anna Greenberg had a 60-minute yoga flow. Amajar 3 gave us this one. And she said this was a beautiful message of peace to honor October 7th. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's awesome. Nice.
Next up, Rebecca's 30-minute Pilates, October 7th. Armajar 3, Just Dance Lisa and Tahoe Mama said she does a great job cueing moves. Glad to have her added to the regular Pilates team. Chelsea Jackson Roberts' 20-minute Toto Ritmo Yoga Flow from October 7th. Armajar 3 said great celebration for Latin and Hispanic Heritage Month. And Jermaine Johnson's 30-minute full body strength from October 8th. Fit X Kristen F said jam-packed 30-minute workout.
Awesome. And then to wrap it up, Rad Lopez gave us a 20-minute chest and back strength on the 8th. It came to us from Julie MJ. She said solid, no-nonsense programming with great music. Dennis Morton had a 45-minute groove ride on the 8th as well. This one came to us from Just Dance Lisa, and they said his groove rides are the best. And then rounding up this week's picks of the week, Alex Kowarski had a 45-minute 90s row. It was on the 9th. It came to us from J Toes. They said great long row from Alex, including a good playlist with Henson. And that is this week's pick of the week. So thank you so much. Nice to have Amajar 3 back there giving us lots of great workouts. Thank you, Amanda. That's awesome. And another week down in the books. And I think we may have done it under an hour. So there was a lot of news. Look at us, John.
We just powered through it all.
Powered through all this Peloton.
I thought we had too much stuff, and I was giving Chris a hard time.
You were. But you know what? I think you and I have it down to a nice
I get overwhelmed when I see that list sometimes. Like, oh my God.
It is. There's a lot. Is everyone going to listen to us for the whole hour? Well, hopefully that you do. Hopefully you kind of stayed along for the ride, excuse the pun, until the end. And a full week. We have another full week coming up. So, it's just kind of going so fast. We're going to blink, and
cold weather's going to be here.
We'll be at the in the season. I mean, everyone's getting ready for Halloween, and then we got Thanksgiving, and then we got Christmas. So lots to look forward to over the next few months. So as always, I always like to end the show by saying thank you so much for tuning in and listening, and spending time with John and I on a Sunday to get to hear all the latest bits and bobs of the Peloton world. So thank you as always from me from here in Maryland. Bye for now, everybody.
Yes, thank you for sticking with us, watching and listening. And for me in Michigan, as always, we will see you on the leaderboard. Bye for now.
Thank you for watching Pelo Buddy TV, your source for everything Peloton, by the community, for the community. Work out with us using the Pelo Buddy TV leaderboard tag, and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Pelo Buddy. Don't forget that we have a podcast available so that you can listen to us while on the move. Just search for Pelo Buddy TV on any major platform and hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode.